As you know, Madam Secretary, the majority of the 49 victims were of Hispanic descent or origin. What do you say to this community that has seen so much pain, so much suffering, many who come to this country searching for a better life?
Well, what is there that anyone can say? I am just heartbroken over this terrible, terrible tragedy. And I want to send my sympathy and support to the families of all of the young people who were murdered so barbarically in the nightclub. And I want to send my very best wishes to those who are still fighting against their terrible injuries in the hospital. The families and those who survived are, really going to be facing a long path forward. And I hope that not only the Orlando and Florida community, but the American community stands behind and with these families that have been so shattered. I know that the Telemundo family actually lost a young man who worked with you. I'm here in Pennsylvania. 2 young women from Philadelphia were in the nightclub. One died, one has been injured. So this is a deep and profound shock to us all.
Are you planning to come down to Orlando?
I'm looking to do that when it's appropriate, when there is, some way that I can show my support. I don't want to be in the way of the very difficult law enforcement process that is going on, or the families who are grieving or standing watch at the hospital. But I will be there because I want everybody in Orlando and far beyond, particularly the Hispanic community, to know that I want to be a president for everyone in this country. That's my goal. That's what I will do. That's what I've done in my past.
Secretary, yesterday you reiterated your proposal to fight ISIS and make America safer, adding that we should enact stricter gun control laws. Donald Trump says that what you want to do is take away Americans' rights to own guns and leave the bad guys in this country with the guns. What's your reaction to that?
Well, it's like so much that he says. It's absolutely absurd and another one of his demonstrable lies. It is not at all what I have proposed. I respect the Second Amendment and the right of individuals to own firearms, but I think that we all agree that there are some people, like this young man who had been under FBI investigation, who turned into such a brutal killer, who should not be able just to walk in and buy weapons of war. So I want the country to come together. Responsible gun owners, broken-hearted family members from Sandy Hook to San Bernardino to Aurora, Colorado to Orlando and so many other places. Let's work together to try to save lives, protect people. We can do that consistent with our Constitution.
Would you be prepared as president to take executive action on the assault weapons ban if Congress continues not to act on it?
Well, I would certainly support all of the executive actions that President Obama has already proposed. And as you recall, Jose, when my husband was president, the Congress passed and he signed an assault weapons ban. So for 10 years, assault weapons were much harder to get. And then the ban expired, and we have seen a rash of terrible killings and massacres using these weapons of war. So I would like to save lives. Now, the gun lobby will say, you can't stop everybody, and I would agree with that. You can't stop everybody. Isn't it worth stopping as many as possible, saving as many lives as we can? And I think comprehensive background checks and trying to keep guns out of the wrong hands would help us do that.
Hola, queridos internautas de YouTube. ¿Te gustó el noticiero? Suscríbete a nuestro canal, así podrás seguirnos viendo. Haz clic en este botón de suscribir y no tendrás que ver videos de mala calidad en otros canales nunca más. También puedes entrar a telemundo.com y ver nuestros reportajes. ¿Qué esperas? Suscríbete.